Imagine this. You stand up from your favorite chair like you've done 1,000 times before, but this time, your knee pushes back. A tight, pressurized feeling, a dull ache, maybe even a sharp, "don't you dare move me" kind of pain. You glance down and notice it. Your knee looks puffier than usual. Your leg feels heavier, slower, a little less yours. It doesn't just hurt, it quietly steals your freedom. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Swollen knees and excess fluid around the joint are incredibly common after 60, especially if you've had arthritis, an old injury, or just years of wear and tear. Most people are told the same two things. Rest. Take these pills and see how it goes. Rest has its place, medication has its place. But if that's all you ever do, your knee's internal drainage system never really wakes up. The truth no one explains properly is this. Your knee doesn't just need less movement, it needs the right kind of movement. Gentle, targeted exercises that encourage fluid to move out of the joint, reactivate the muscles that act as natural pumps, improve circulation from your feet back toward your heart, and help your brain trust that knee again. So in this video, I'm going to guide you through 5 medical-style exercises you can do at home to help deflate a swollen knee, encourage fluid drainage naturally, and begin rebuilding strength and confidence in that leg. No squats, no jumping, no heroic pain tolerance, just calm, intelligent movement. Before we start, let me know in the comments, what's your name and where are you watching from? I love seeing this community from all over the world supporting each other. And, of course, this video is for education, not to replace your doctor. If your knee is red hot, severely painful, or you suspect a serious injury or infection, please seek medical help. Ready? Let's help your knee feel safer, lighter, and more supported. Exercise 1. Gravity-assisted leg elevation. Turning gravity into your helper, not your enemy. Most of the day, gravity is working against your knee. You're standing, fluid is being pulled downward. You sit for long stretches, circulation slows. By evening, the knee feels thick, tight, and full. We're going to flip that. This first exercise uses gravity plus tiny movements to gently encourage fluid to move out of the knee and back into circulation. Think of it as taking pressure off the joint so the rest of your system can start doing its job again. How to do it? Lie on your back on a bed, sofa, or mat. Get truly comfortable. Place your lower legs up on a couch, chair, or stack of pillows so your knees are slightly bent and your feet are higher than your hips. Your thighs are horizontal, shins are resting on the support. Let your hips and lower back relax. Adjust until you feel supported. Now, slowly point your toes away from you, then gently pull them back toward your face. Move at a calm, easy pace. You should feel the calves working a little, not the knee straining. Aim for about 25 gentle repetitions per leg, or alternate both feet together. Breathe normally as you move. No holding your breath, no forcing the ankles. What this is doing, elevating the leg lets gravity help move fluid down and away from the knee joint. Flexing and pointing the ankles turns on your calf muscles, which act like a second heart. They pump venous blood and lymph fluid back up toward your torso. This improves circulation without putting weight or bending stress on the knee. If you feel a soft warmth or light tingling in the lower legs, that's often a good sign that blood flow and lymph flow are waking up. You can do this once or twice a day, especially after a long period of sitting. In the evening, when your knee feels heavy or puffy, this is your gentle reset position. Easy, safe, and surprisingly powerful. Exercise 2. Elevated knee extension. Unsticking a stiff, gluey joint. When fluid builds up in the knee, it can feel like someone poured glue inside the joint. It doesn't bend smoothly. It doesn't straighten easily. You feel a thick resistance every time you try to move. A lot of people stop bending the knee because it feels uncomfortable. The problem is, that makes the problem worse. This exercise helps your knee relearn how to glide, but in a supported, controlled way without loading your full body weight through it. We're still using gravity, but now we're adding a little more motion. How to do it? Again, lie on your back in a comfortable position. Bend one knee so that foot is flat on the surface. This protects your lower back. Lift the other leg so the thigh is angled up with the knee slightly bent. You can support the back of your thigh with your hands, a belt, or a towel looped under it. From this position, slowly straighten the lifted knee so your heel moves toward the ceiling. Go only until you feel a gentle stretch along the back of your leg, not a sharp pain in the knee. Hold the extended position for 3-5 seconds, then gently bend the knee again. Optional. As you extend, pull your toes toward your face to engage the entire back line of the leg. Aim for 10-15 repetitions per leg, moving slowly and breathing deeply. Try inhaling as you straighten, exhaling as you soften and bend. What this is doing, the soft tissues behind the knee, hamstrings, fascia, joint capsule, gently lengthen and then relax, like you're unsticking layers that have been glued together by stiffness and swelling. This creates a mechanical pumping effect, encouraging fluid to shift and move. It also reminds your brain, yes, this knee can move. It doesn't have to stay frozen. If you feel any sharpness in the joint itself, reduce the range of motion or pause. You should feel tension, not tearing. Think of this as polishing the hinges of the knee, quietly, gradually, with respect. Mid-video check-in, and a quick favor. Before we move into the strengthening work, let me ask you something. If you're over 60 and you want to keep your joints working, your balance steady, and your independence as long as possible, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Here on True Senior Healthness, everything is designed for you. Joint-safe exercises, balance and fall prevention routines, bone health, brain health, and practical movement tips. Subscribing is free, and it tells YouTube, show me more of this helpful stuff, not random advice that isn't made for my age or my body. All right, now that we've helped fluid start moving, it's time to wake up the muscles that protect your knee. Exercise 3, isometric quad set, reactivating the sleeping bodyguard of your knee. Behind every safe, stable knee is a strong quadriceps muscle, the big muscle on the front of your thigh. When the knee hurts or swells, the body often reflexively switches off that muscle to protect the joint. If that shutdown lasts too long, the knee becomes less stable and holds more fluid. We're going to gently turn that muscle back on without bending the knee or loading your body weight. This is called an isometric contraction. Your muscle tightens, but the joint doesn't move. How to do it? Sit on a bed, sofa, or the floor with your leg out straight in front of you. You can also lie on your back if that's more comfortable. Place a rolled hand towel or small pillow under your knee. Your knee is slightly bent, resting on the support. Now, imagine you're trying to press the back of your knee down into the towel. As you do this, tighten the muscle on the front of your thigh. You might see or feel it firm up and lift slightly. Hold that contraction for 5 slow seconds. Gently relax for a few seconds. Aim for 10 repetitions, rest briefly, and repeat 2-3 sets. Breathe the whole time. Try, inhale to prepare. Exhale gently as you press and hold. What this is doing, wakes up the quadriceps and lets your brain relearn how to engage it. Slightly compresses and supports the joint in a controlled way, which can help fluid move. Starts building stability without bending or weight bearing. At first, you might barely feel the muscle working. That's okay. It's like flipping the light switch in a room that hasn't been used for a while. The first few presses are just reminding your system, hey, we still know how to do this. Over days and weeks, this little drill can make it easier to stand, walk, and use the leg with more confidence. Exercise cat, straight leg raise. From protected to powerful, without crushing the knee. Once your quadriceps is awake, we can ask a little more of it. The straight leg raise strengthens the front of your thigh and stabilizes your hip while keeping the knee in a safe, non-weight-bearing position. Think of this as your bridge between gentle activation and real-world strength. How to do it. Lie on your back on a firm, comfortable surface. Bend one knee and place that foot flat on the ground. This gives your lower back support. Keep the other leg straight, toes pointing up toward the ceiling. First, tighten the front of the thigh on that straight leg, just like in the previous exercise. Keeping the knee straight, slowly lift the leg until it's about the height of the opposite knee. Hold at the top for 3-5 seconds, keeping the thigh engaged. Slowly lower the leg back down, with control. Don't let it drop. Aim for 10-12 repetitions and 2-3 sets per leg as tolerated. Keep your breathing easy and your back gently pressed toward the surface. If you feel your lower back arching or straining, reduce how high you lift. What this is doing, strengthens the quadriceps, which supports and stabilizes the knee, engages the hip flexors and core, which help control leg movement during walking and stair climbing, improves circulation along the entire leg. This is often one of the key exercises used in physical therapy after knee surgery because it builds strength without asking the joint to bear your full weight. If it feels too hard at first, start with shorter holds. or just practice tightening the thigh and lifting the heel an inch off the ground. Small steps are still steps. Exercise 5. Patellar mobilization and self-massage. Using your hands to help your knee glide and drain. So far, we've worked with gravity, motion, and muscle. Now, we're going to add one more powerful tool, your hands. When the knee is swollen and irritated, the tissues around the kneecap, patella, can get stiff, sticky, congested with fluid. Gentle manual work around the knee can increase local blood flow, encourage lymphatic drainage, help the kneecap move more freely, and, just as importantly, help you feel less scared of your own knee. This is not deep, aggressive massage. Think soft, kind, curious. How to do it. Sit on a bed, sofa, or chair with your leg extended and relaxed. Let the muscles around your knee soften as much as possible. Take a few slow breaths. Place your hands around the knee, thumbs on either side of the kneecap, fingers gently resting behind the knee or on the sides. Start with gentle circular motions around the kneecap, moving the skin and soft tissue, not digging in. Imagine you're smoothing lotion into the area, even if you're not using any yet. After 30-60 seconds, switch to long, slow strokes. From just below the knee upward toward the thigh, this guides fluid toward the lymph nodes higher up the leg. Now place your fingertips on the kneecap itself and very gently nudge it, up and down, side to side. Tiny movements only, within a comfortable range. Finish with broad, soothing strokes around the entire knee using your whole hand. You can use a little natural oil or lotion, like aloe or arnica, to reduce friction if you'd like. Spend about 2-3 minutes on this sequence. What this is doing, encourages stuck fluid to move away from the front of the knee, helps the patella move more freely in its groove, softens the layers of tissue that can become stiff and barky over time, sends calming signals to your nervous system. This area is safe. We're caring for it. Go gently. If your knee is very tender, just do the lightest skin-level movements at first. You're not trying to break anything up forcefully. You're helping your body remember how to move and drain. Real-world expectations. And a gentle reminder. If you're over 60, here's something important to remember. Your body still responds to movement. It responds to consistency far more than intensity. You don't have to do all 5 exercises every single day perfectly, push through sharp pain, or expect overnight miracles. Instead, think like this. What can I do today that my future self will thank me for? Even 5-10 minutes of these movements, most days, is a powerful message to your knee. I still need you. I'm still using you. Stay strong. Stay adaptable. If you feel a little soreness in the muscles, that's often normal. If you feel sharp joint pain, locking, buckling, or redness and heat, please slow down and talk to a healthcare professional. Pain is not a verdict, it's feedback. We listen, we adapt, we keep going wisely. Your next step. You've just learned how to use gravity to help drain knee fluid, how to gently restore motion to a stiff joint, how to wake up the quadriceps without heavy loading, how to begin building real strength again, and how to use your own hands to comfort and mobilize the knee. That's not small. Every time you elevate your legs and pump your ankles, press your knee into that little towel, or take a few minutes to massage around the kneecap, you're telling your body, I'm still here, I still want to move, I still believe my knee can improve. Will every day feel perfect? No. Some days, your knee will be grumpy. Some days, it will surprise you with how well it behaves. What matters is that you don't disappear from the process. If this video gave you hope or something practical to try, let me know in the comments. Which of these 5 exercises are you going to start with today? And if you have a friend, parent, or partner whose knee is slowing them down, share this with them. You never know whose independence you might be protecting. You deserve to move more freely. You deserve to feel stronger, steadier, and more at home in your own body. And you don't have to do it alone. We'll keep walking this path together. One breath, one careful rep, one kinder step at a time.